welcome on back to Let's Play the Legend of Dragoon. The same thing I say at the beginning of every video. I don't know, should I spice it up or is the consistency a good thing? Alright, I'm a little more prepared today to tackle this Valley of Corrupted Gravity. I got more sleep last night. I'm not so groggy today. Excuse me, and we're tackling it at the beginning of the episode. So I'm feeling refreshed and ready to tackle some horrible gravity puzzles. You know what? I went an entire episode, at least, without looking at my addition status. Let's take a peek, just to make sure I'm not wasting any time. Okay, Crush Dance, I'm still have room to improve. Gust of Wind Dance. Ooh, it's getting close to the next level. 10 more and that'll level up. Yeah, so that should be good to go. And of course, Meru, Hashel, and Rose I haven't really been using. I haven't used Hashel and Meru at all. Rose, Whip Smack is done, so let's put her on more and more just so I get there. I don't have to set that up next time. Or, not next time, but whenever I get to her. Okay. Interesting, we made it all the way to the door without our cursor changing even to yellow. Alright. Okay. This actually looks like maybe it's a little more straightforward than I thought. I want to come here first because I feel like... Oh, those ones aren't moving now, of course. Anyway, I was hoping this route would lead to something interesting, but apparently it's the coming back from somewhere else route. If that makes sense. Excuse me again. I was wondering when a battle was going to hit me. Rude. Just come out of the gate and attack Shauna. What the heck? Yes. Lovely. Well, I don't really want Dart wasting any items. So, hopefully Albert gets his turn first. There we go. I guess it doesn't matter which one I target. They're both about the same strength. Very roughly. I am going to go ahead and toss a heal over to Albert, though. You know, I suppose I could just Dragoonize Shauna and heal when I need to. In fact, this looks like would have been a great opportunity. But it's a good enough opportunity. Goodness gracious, I just have quite a frog in my throat. Not literally. If anybody watching this, if English is not your first language and you don't know what that means, I didn't eat a frog. It's just an expression that means, like, if it feels like there's something tickling the back of your throat or scratching. It's not really scratchy though, it's just like my allergies kicked in, which is weird because they don't usually do that in winter. Anyway. Interesting. Okay, well. Dart needs some healing. Couldn't I have just shown the moon directly on Dart? Did I have to act as a conduit for that? What do I know? I'm not an actual Dragoon in real life. I just use the name online. Also, let's not be too crazy. Dragoons aren't actually a thing in real life, in the sense that they are in this game. Oh, Rose leveled up. Cool. Well, this raises an interesting question. I know I used 10 MP, but since I Dragoonized before all of my levels, or I ended the battle before all of my Dragoon levels were used up, I would have had more turns as a Dragoon. Does that carry over to the next battle? Meteor Fall. I do believe that is an attacking item. Well, we're about to find out. And even if they don't, that's okay. Because Shauna... Whoa, that's a ugly looking monster. Anyway, Shauna rebuilds her SP so quickly. And the answer is no. Shauna is back down to 0 SP. Now I know. Albert. What the heck, dude? Don't miss. Dart, you too? Physical attack barrier. Lovely. Okay. There's not some weird effect going on that I wasn't aware of. My dudes really did just straight up miss. And now the enemy did too. I so rarely see miss in this game. And now nobody can hit their target. Sheesh. Except Shauna. And Erupting Chick A. There we go. Alright. That's one down. Spider Urchin seems to just be putting up physical barriers, so... Oh, so early. Wow, what was I doing? Summon Rock. Ooh. Do I get to fight it, or is it just a... No, it's just a one-time hit. Okay. Of course, now the Spider Urchin starts attacking. Yep. Bye. I guess thanks for the SP while you were here. Yes. Did I time that badly? I must have. I timed that one badly. Oh my gosh, that's on me. Excuse me, my voice is all over the place. I just got really loud. I apologize for that. Wonder if I should turn my mic gain down a little bit. My voice seems okay until I get really excited about screwing up my addition timing anyway. I'll just rein it in. It's okay. I gotta stay quiet for my kids' sake anyway. As always, my kid, now he's 3-year-old, is sleeping in the next room over. So I have to stay a little quiet when I record. It's not the worst thing in the world if he wakes up in the middle of the night anymore. He does know how to put himself back to sleep now. But I try to let the little guy get as much solid rest as I can. I don't need to interrupt his sleep because I'm playing a video game. Try not to be that selfish. Okay, where was I at? Everybody's good on HP. Alright. I guess I just feel out of sorts after that last battle because of all the missing and the timing on my additions that was not going well. I'm not actually like short on HP or anything. Oh, it was the... let me focus on this. It was the summon rock attack that was making me think, oh, I need to make sure everybody's good after this, since that was a full party hit. But yes, everybody is good. Okay, and since everyone's doing okay on HP, no need to Dragoonize Shauna just yet. We can keep building up SP for her. I know that her SP meter is full, but quick reminder, SP counts towards leveling up your Dragoon level. Even if you have a full SP meter, all SP you gain goes towards that level. The only thing is, as far as I know, there's nowhere to check your progress for that. You can see what your Dragoon or D level is. Oh, hey, Albert got some new magic for leveling up. Cool. But you can't check the progress. Okay, I can come into status here. And like I can see my magic. I can see my modified stats for Dragoon. But I can't get like further detail. So yeah. Or can I? No, those buttons don't do anything either. Yeah. So I don't know how many more SP I need or if I'm even close to my targets. I just have to kind of wing it. No pun intended. Nothing is moving on this screen aside from this rock and the one floating past that I can't ride. What's this? Oh. Hello? This actually isn't where I want to go. Good, we're going back. Boy, that really makes me put some brain work into my controls. Make sure I'm hitting the right thing. Just to walk around, the right arrow button. It's kind of backwards. Like up is down and down is up, but left and right are still the same, so it's tricky. Oh yeah, and since Albert gained new magic, he's got a new Dragoon level as well. Right, he's got a barrier up, so let's do this. Okay. So no damage, but I still got my SP from it. Oh, just a little bit late on the last button press. Okay, this is what I was thinking of, I think. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to get that box that's in the bottom left little floating rock. Trying to figure out how to get there. I'm wondering if I need to drop down from above. Oh, hey, there's one of the rocks, like from the summon earlier. I think it was early that time. Nah. Dart just like fell over. I think it was the whistling sound effect that made me laugh on that one. Near boom plop. Wow, even Gust of Wind Dance only did like 100 damage. This dude's tough. Oh boy, magic. Alright, didn't deal too much damage, and Dart's back up. Cool. You know, I kind of wonder if this part of the game, where Dart loses the Dragoon spirit, is just so that Dart doesn't hit Dragoon level 5 before everybody else, or whatever the maximum level is. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Missed again. Wow. You know, I feel like I've come a long way with my additions. Like, I don't want to start bragging or anything, but Gust of Wind Dance used to be, like, almost hair-pullingly aggravating for me. And now I can get it most of the time. I'd say like 80 to 85% success. And when I do mess it up, I can tell what I've done wrong, early or late. Oh, so the barrier lasts for his whole turn, not just for one hit. Good to know. Okay, let's see. Now he's gonna physical attack. Cool. So now we can start dealing damage to this guy again. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Cooly, cool, cool. Cool toolbars. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Okay. This shows promise. This seems like maybe it's gonna take me where I need to go. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's not it. What a welcome we got. Oh, look. Virage. Huh? What the heck is that? What is worse is it has the complete form. Guys, I'm asking you, what is that? It might be the real cause of the distortion of the valley. Wow, that's scary. Shauna? Here it comes again. I hear the voice again. Don't go. It's too dangerous to go. Yes, we gotta go. We're not gonna make it to the garages without going over this thingamajig. What are you looking at? You guys don't trust me? Is there no way but to advance? I mean, as the player, I'm not too scared of what might be like a boss or something. I get concerned about bosses, but I wouldn't say scared. Anyway, that's not the way I wanted to go. Oh, hold up. There's another rock over here we can try. What are you? Well, I guess we'll find out where that rock takes us after the battle. After these brief messages from our sponsors. Just kidding, I'm not sponsored. If the day comes where this channel gets sponsored, I'll be rethinking some things in my life. Because that is not on the agenda here, folks. We're just looking to have a chill time playing some video games. I really like this guy's sound effect too. Thump, 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 flap. Speaking of sound effects, I found out something interesting and useless but amusing today. If you have a Nintendo Switch, put it in handheld mode, take it out of the dock, and lock the screen. And just turn it off. Hit the power button. When you go to unlock it, you have to push a button 3 times. And there's a setting for that. If you have it disabled, you'll need to enable it to do this. I found out today that which button you press makes a different sound effect. Most of them are a basic click. A, B, X, Y, the D-pad. And I think L and R are all just a click, click, click. Maybe a little bit of difference of pitch on some of those. But ZL and ZR are unique sound effects each, and clicking either the left or right joystick on your Joy-Cons, or joystick if you're on a Switch Lite, there's a unique sound effect that is shared between those two. I haven't tried it out yet, but I was reading an article about, Switch features you might not know about. It was one of those, I opened up Google Chrome on my phone, and when I do that, oh, I was early. When I do that, it shows me some featured articles, and that one caught my eye. I was like, well, I like to think that I've gone through my Switch settings pretty well, but I thought I'll give this a read, because you never know when something's going to come up that I didn't know about. And yeah, I didn't know about that. It wasn't terribly useful, but I did find out that you can also change what is disabled in airplane mode. Now, unfortunately, you have to do it every time you enable airplane mode. So when you're on an airplane, what they really need to have turned off is the cell signal. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, well, Bluetooth doesn't interfere with anything. There's usually onboard Wi-Fi anyway, so you don't actually need to turn those off for an airplane. But cellular signal, yes, absolutely, you need to turn that off, as far as I know. So, when you put your Switch in airplane mode, if you do it by holding the home button, you don't get to choose. But if you go into system settings and airplane mode, it'll let you select each time which features you're disabling. Now that said, if you're not using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, you may as well put your Switch in airplane mode. It will save battery. And in fact, if you turn off Wi-Fi or turn Wi-Fi auto join off, that can help with frame rate in certain games. So yeah, just go look up some Switch articles if you own one. It's really fascinating what almost hidden features there are. Okay, let's see here. I think Albert, my guy, you need the Night Helm the most. And I'll try to get one for Dart next time we find them for sale. That was a worthwhile side trip. Because Hashel, I don't think, could wear that. And Albert needs all the defense he can get. Poor guy's, getting beat up all the time. Okay, now for this one I need to go back to the beginning and then up the right side to get that other treasure box. And then I can try to advance over the thingamajig. Which, honestly, I'm with Meru. I already forgot the name of it. Oh, I don't know why I'm so bad at remembering game lore. Which is funny that I say that, because right now I'm playing a Memoir Blue on Xbox, and I'm doing it because it's easy. I try to do easy games on my Xbox where you can get an achievement very easily, because once a day, if you earn an achievement, you can get some bonus points in the Microsoft Rewards thingamajig, to use that word again. And so, not like I'm looking to farm gamer score or anything, but to keep the rewards points flowing so I can have Game Pass Ultimate pay for itself. Because once that runs out, I think I'm good through like February, then I want to switch to just paying with points every month and have it essentially free just for looking at featured deals and going through the stupid little daily quizzes and blah blah blah. If that's gonna net me some free games, heck yeah, I'll do it. But I digress. The point is, playing a Memoir Blue just a little tiny bit every day, I'm remembering the story of that very well, and the story is not spelled out. Like, there's a lot that I'm having to infer. It's a great game, by the way. If you just play it straight through, it's very short. You can finish it in an afternoon. More like an interactive poem than a game. But it's very interesting. I don't know what the heck is going on in that game. I've taken the wrong path, by the way. But I'm really intrigued to find out what the heck is going on. So, even though I'm only playing it in like 10-minute chunks every day, I'm still following the story and remembering it. And now I can't remember the name of something that my character said in Legend of Dragoon less than 10 minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my brain. I don't want to say I'm neurodivergent, but most days I don't really feel neurotypical. That might be because I don't really know what typical is. I've only got one brain, only one frame of reference, but I feel like people are confused when I try to explain how my mind works and remembers things, so I think that's some form of neurodivergence. Incredibly minor compared to other people. What really baffles and confuses and infuriates my peers is when I look at Common Core math and I understand it, like, immediately, and they're like, what? No, this is stupid. This is this horrible new system of math. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do it this stupid way when you could just do it the old way? And I'm like, because this is how I've been doing it in my head all along. Common Core is what how I've been circumventing old math to make it look like I learned old math. I can't remember my multiplication tables. 17 plus 14. Well, I take one from the 17 and make it 16 and add one to the 14 to make it 15. And then I take one from the 16 to make it 15. And then 15 and 15, I happen to know is 30. And then you add the one back in and the answer is 31. Like, that kind of Common Core, like the really basic level stuff. People are like, why are you subtracting? Just add the two numbers together. Jeez. I'm like, it made sense to move the one and then take the one out and then add, and it's easier. They're more workable numbers than 17 and 14. 15 and 15 is just and everybody's just like not getting it. So that's part of why I think my brain is different. But again, I can't remember the name of something my character said less than 10 minutes ago. So, what are you going to do? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Shauna do some healing. Or I'm going to heal with Shauna. I'm going to Dragoonize Shauna. Is it just me, or were they going for like a Sailor Moon feel right there? Because that was very Magical Girl-esque transformation. Like the dudes have all like swirly wind and like roaring fire. And then Shauna's just like glimmery outline, flash of light, transform. Very Sailor Moon. Not a criticism, by the way. I love it. I've watched the 90s Sailor Moon 2 times all the way through in Japanese, and once in English, minus Sailor Stars, which I've been meaning to get around to. When Hulu did the redub recently, I rewatched seasons 1 through 4. Season 3 is very much my favorite. Sailor Moon Super, the story of Sailor Saturn. Oh. Ooh, that hits. It hits different than the rest of the series. Like, yeah, you watch the spoilers ahead. But you watch the Sailor Scouts die at the end of Season 1. Oh, wow, they all come back to life immediately and they all remember each other. It's not, like, as catastrophic of an event as they want you to think it is. They beat the bad guy, they reincarnate, and then later they get their memories back. Bruh. And then they end, here's some more spoilers coming up, but they end Season 3 with Sailor Saturn straight up dying. And instead of coming back, she gets, instead of being reincarnated into a new body, she comes back as a baby. She's literally reborn. And you're like, oh, this character that they've been building up for the whole season, this character that was so intriguing that I liked so much is gone. Like, gone. Of course, that gets retconned right out with Sailor Moon Super S, where... Or was it Stars? I think it's Stars that she gets reawakened into, like, her old body. It's like, oh, come on. Oh, early. Anyway, when I was watching the redub on Hulu, Sailor Stars hadn't finished yet, so it wasn't out. But it's out now, so I need to do that. I need to sit down and watch it. I've been doing shiny hunting in Pokemon, and I'm to the point where I need to do some Masuda method hunting, which involves sitting still for a half hour and collecting eggs every 2 minutes. And that, friends, is dull. But, you know, it's also about 30 minutes long. An episode of anime. Most anime. Yeah, you do have your shorty animes too, like, oh, there's a lot. Like a few years ago we had Bananya. We had a Michiri Neko anime that was just shorties. We've had Space Patrol Luluko, Inferno Cop, Kogepan. I'm trying to think of some others. Did I say Bananya? Bananya might have been the other one I was thinking of. Bananya, Michiri Neko, Kogepan, Luluko, Inferno Cop. Anyway, little short clips. In a way, there are anime that compile short clips, like Pop Team Epic comes to mind. I need to watch season 2 of that. Especially with having every episode split in two and being the same in the first half and the second half, but switching the female and male voice actors. Very funny. Anywho, if you sit down and watch a half-hour episode series, it makes Masuda Method a lot more bearable. Hey, yo. What? Oh, that's not the rock I have to take, is it? This puzzle is messing with me, and it's doing a bang-up job. I've spent 40 minutes on these screens. Now, fair, some of that was battling, but Sheesh. I'm glad I didn't try this last night after all. And by last night, I mean I was recording last night for Monday's episode. Today is Monday, so I'm recording tonight for Wednesday's episode. So by the time you see this, I'll be glad I didn't do that in 2 days ago's episode. That was very poor phrasing, but you get the point. Oh, darn. Late on the last press. Oh, that's right. Shauna got another magic, so that means she's got another Dragoon level. I wanted to check my additions real quick. Ooh, close to the next level of Crush Dance. Gust of Wind Dance. We're getting there. I'd like to work on those other ones, but the damage percentage is just so low compared to Gust of Wind Dance. And now that I know the timing, like, why would I do anything but Gust of Wind Dance? Okay. I should be able to come here and do this. Acquire Talisman, okay. Wait a sec, what was Talisman again? I'm assuming that's a list of, or going to be in the armed list. Avoids instant death. That sounds handy, but I need to keep the stats on my characters that I have right now. And time for another battle. Is it just me, or is the encounter rate here quite a bit higher than other places we've been? $70 SP per hit now for Shauna. That's pretty cool. The other thing that I'm feeling a lot better about in this game is seeing the counterattacks when they come up, when the cursor turns red during an addition. Again, going back to when I played this as a kid, that was so difficult for me because I had it just stuck in my head that I am not good at action games where you have to respond to things. Like, I just want to play traditional RPGs. Final Fantasy is pushing it with their stupid active time battle. Like, I want to play like Final Fantasy X, where nothing moves until I click a button and then something happens and I don't have to click any more buttons. Yeah, I was kind of a spoiled kid when it came to gaming. I like to think of myself as, what was the word that I would use? Not preferential, but like, I knew what I wanted, and I didn't want anything else. I didn't want to try anything else. Well, then I started playing a couple action games here and there. The one that really turned the corner for me, I think, was Hyrule Warriors. Like the original one back on Wii U. When it came out on the Switch with the full everything version, I 100%ed that. And I've played a bunch more action RPGs since then that I've really enjoyed. And some that I hated. But like, I have the feel of the gameplay down now, so something like the addition system here ain't no thing. Oh, no, it wasn't Hyrule Warriors, it was Kingdom Hearts that really started it for me. That was my first, like, action RPG. And then Hyrule Warriors, like, helped me to reinforce the fact that, yeah, I can play action RPGs and I like them. So... I'm still fairly choosy. I won't just play anything and everything. I don't have that kind of free time anymore. I have a family and a kid and a job. So I gotta make careful selections of what I want to game. But yeah, action RPGs are definitely on the table. Whoops, I was too slow there. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good. I still tend to, like, crash and bash my way through most of them. Y'all would have cringed watching me play Code Vein, which I never even finished. I got to be pretty decent at Scarlet Nexus. Oh, the Tales of series, too. I really enjoy those. Those are very much action RPG. Started with Symphonia. So far, I think my favorite has been Zestiria, which is maybe a controversial opinion. I know that game got a lot of flack. But I really liked it, and the direction it took the series. Berseria, great follow-up. But yeah, Zestiria was, I think, the first one where I felt like I want to get really good at an action RPG, like the combos, the fighting system. Like, I want to learn it. Because I liked the characters, I liked almost all of the fighting styles, minus maybe Mikleo and Edna. They were a little slow, because they were more magic cast than melee. They're still okay, though. And yeah, I ended up having a lot of fun with that game. So there have been several steps in my journey from being a strict turn-based snob to being a reasonable RPG player. Heck, I'm even to the point where I'm starting to get into strategy RPGs, man. I've played me some Fire Emblem. I just got a strategy RPG that I got a really strong recommendation from YouTube. A guy that I watch on here, Eric Landon RPG. Look him up. He's fantastic. Love that guy. His favorite game is Chrono Cross, so he's an instant winner in my book. For the record, my personal favorite game is Persona 4 Golden. Chrono Cross is probably number 2. But anyway, the game series that he recommended is, I'm gonna say it wrong, Utawarerumono? Utawarerumono, something like that. Mask of Truth, Mask of Deception is a duology that's on Vita and PS4, but there's actually a prequel that you need to play first. And the prequel, you can get physically, but it's easier to get digital. They're all 3 on Steam. And the first one's on PS4. The Mask duology is no longer available digitally on PS4 for, like, some reason. Atlas said something about licensing, I don't know. But yeah, those 3 are supposedly really, 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 really good. And if this guy who loves Chrono Cross says it's so good that he strongly, strongly recommends it above almost anything else, I bought all 3 today. No. Yesterday? Recently. And they're strategy RPGs. they're by Nice, NIS. So I'm bracing myself for the fan service. But if the story's that good, you know, I can forgive some risque bits here and there. Sounds like my kid might have woken up, but my wife went in there, so it's all good. He's taken care of. Apologies if anything came across through my microphone. Oh, his barrier's still up. Shoot. I couldn't tell if I was early or late on that one. And that dude still has his barrier up. Wow. Barrier persists longer than I thought. Now he should be vulnerable again. Let's finish off the rock first. And I don't mean Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, I hear him. I hear my son crying. Sorry, so sorry if that's being picked up on the video. Again, my wife's got it covered. His mom's out there with him. So they're all good. However, I am going to round this episode off pretty soon because we're just about at the hour mark. And I want to go and double check and make sure if my presence is needed out there. And we're at a save point as well. So all things are adding up to the end of the episode. Okay, thanks for bearing with me through this confusing maze. And yeah, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps the channel to grow. If you didn't like it so much, leave a dislike and a comment. Let me know what I can do better in the future. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. I upload episodes of Legend of Dragoon every Monday and Wednesday, and Dragon Quest Builders 2 every Friday. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell for notifications of when I post new videos. Other than that, once more, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.